hunts down this lion and almost kills it with a single bite in this first clip. I'm sure the lion was injured, but it could have been worse. Hippos, despite their size, move quickly and are difficult to catch, even for a pride of lions. When lions attack baby hippos, they should expect fierce reprisal if the mother is around. During a drought, the scarcity of drinking water isn't the only issue. Another issue is a shortage of rain and water, which makes it difficult for food to be rich in nutrients. As a result, hippos become quite territorial, challenging animals they would ordinarily avoid, such as the lion in this video. This lion is not really looking for trouble, but the hippo wants the lion out of his territory. When the lion has had enough, it actually charges the hippo, and the hippo relaxes, realizing it's not worth the risk, especially when you take into consideration this is a young hippo, and the lion would probably have the upper hand in a fight. This huge hippo bull confronts a male lion. They kind of stare at each other, but nothing more. The bull hippo is wondering what to do, and the lion will probably react to what the hippo does. Neither one of them look like they're in a rush until the hippo tries to flank the lion. That's when the big feline decides to scamper off and position himself so we can see exactly what the hippo is doing. This hippo was forced to find a new bathing pool, but must defy this pride of lions to gain access to it. You can see all the bite marks in the hippo's body as if it's trying to chase the big cats away. The hippo's hard work pays off, and the lion pride decides to hold their picnic elsewhere. Number 11. Wild dogs. Wild dogs don't favor hippos as prey, but they both loathe each other. Hippos and wild dogs are known for chasing each other while attempting to grab impala or other prey, which is why they don't get along. I'm not sure if hippos fear wild dogs, but they sure do find them bothersome. These wild dogs harass this massive hippo in this video. It's not as if the dogs will gain anything from this encounter other than some entertainment. Because this is such a large and strong hippo, the wild dogs would take an enormous risk trying to take it down, which is unlikely. So how do the dogs behave? They conclude that they've wasted enough of their time, and this hippo's time as well, and decide to call it a day. These dogs have already chased this young impala into the river. It is swimming wildly from side to side, looking for a way out. The disturbance irritated this massive hippo, who attempted to force the young impala into the water. Meanwhile, an adult impala, possibly the mother of the floundering baby, approached the water's edge. In a couple of seconds, the dogs were on it, but the hyenas seized their prize and tore into the carcass. After fending off an attack by the increasingly angry hippo, the dogs redirected their focus to the youngster, and one brave dog swam into the dam in an attempt to snatch the impala. At this point, the newborn impala was exhausted and began to sink beneath the surface. All of this was too much for the hippo, who after scaring the dog away from the kill, slung the carcass back over its shoulder. The dogs were defeated, and all they could do was stand there and watch as the impala plunged to its death at the dam's bottom. Today's meal isn't going to be on the lake for these dogs. This hippo is enraged and moves from side to side in the water, keeping its huge mouth open, showing its monstrous fangs to these three wild dogs. The dogs are hesitant, but they know better than to mess around with this maniac. Another colossal hippo is attempting to find some peace and quiet in this watering hole, but guess who shows up to disrupt the fun? A pack of wild dogs, of course, always on the lookout for an opportunity. The wild dogs don't really do much, but crack the hippo's chops. In general, wild dogs are more of a nuisance for hippos and kind of disturb their peace. If the dogs didn't go looking for trouble in hippo territory, hippos would never bother them. You can see in these videos that the dogs are always on the lookout for prey, and many times, their prey are found in close proximity to hippos, hence all the reason for this conflict. Number 10. Deer. This hippo finds itself stuck between a rock and a hard place. On one side, a bunch of annoying wild dogs await and salivate to devour this poor antelope. Then on the other side, the hippo has a tiny and fragile antelope stuck in a mud pit with mud up to its ears. The dogs are so annoying. The hippo decides to end all the havoc by snapping the poor antelope's neck and just tossing it to the side. It's as if the hippo knew the antelope was the cause of the cacophony, so it decided to kill it to obtain peace and quiet, and the dogs ended up getting what they wanted. Life is the great equalizer, for the dogs